Hey beauties, and welcome back. I've been wanting to film this video for some time now, but I finally got my excessive shedding under control. I'm going to be sharing you guys all my tips that have helped me to regrow and get my hair much thicker and get the shedding under control. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and leave them in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoy. Tip number 1. Identify the cause. It's very important to know where the root of your hair loss is coming from. It could be mechanical, like over manipulating your hair, chemical damage from a relaxer or dye in your hair, hormonal, which is hormonal imbalance, which is very common in us females. Could be from heat, excessive straightening, not having the proper protection onto your hair, poor diet, lack of nutrients, of course, low in vitamin D, B, or zinc, and poor hair care, no regimen. Tip number 2, chill out. Don't overreact. Many of us, like myself, do end up overthinking about the hair loss, and it becomes very stressful. And of course, more stress equals more hair loss. Don't feel guilty, relax, and don't overthink. Hair loss can always be fixed. Tip number 3, protective styling. I have fine, kinky, curly hair, and the majority of the time it loves to be in a low maintenance, low tension, protective style. If your hair isn't fine, it doesn't matter, especially if it's damaged, it should be in a protective style for the majority of the time. And I'm not talking about extensions, weaves, wigs. I'm talking about easy, low maintenance styles that do not cause tension to your hair. Tip number 4, don't let your hair go dry. This is extremely important for us black naturalistas. Our hair is naturally dry, and the fact that your hair is super dry, you're not going to retain any type of moisture, no type of length. With all that dry hair, it's going to come tangles, knots, and excessive shedding and breakage for no reason. Keep your hair moist, and if you feel your hair is getting dry, it's time to start your wash day. Tip number 5, moisture, moisture, moisture. This will always be key for growth and to retain health and, of course, length. Moisture comes from having a proper hydrating wash day with using the right products. Water, water, water will always be your friend. This is important for our hair journey. If you want healthy hair, you want to minimize the shedding, moisture is definitely key. Tip number 6, clean, clear scalp. A healthy scalp is essential for healthy hair growth and to minimize and to stop the shedding. If you're wanting to apply lots of product, oils, grease, etc., your scalp is going to get clogged. If your scalp is very dry, always itchy, flaky, you have buildup. You need to wash your scalp on a regular basis with the proper cleansing shampoo, or you can even exfoliate. This will help to remove the stubborn buildup from your scalp. Tip number 7, detangle. Very important to remove all the old hair. Use your hands first. Your hands are a great way to detangle your hair without ripping it out. You guys should always detangle from your ends all the way up to your roots. Your roots should always be detangled, of course. And use good product that has amazing slip to help you ease through those knots. Or go in the shower and wet your hair and do it. Tip number 8, scalp massage. This is one of my favorite things to do for my routine. Not only does it help for hair growth, but getting that blood circulation will also help just to calm and ease your mind and body and to release tension. Do this nightly or in the morning. 5 to 7 minutes is great. For tip number 9, it's too much manipulation or tension. Those tight braids, tight ponytails, buns, if you're rough at detangling and your hair is already in a bad state, this is a big no-no and will only cause more damage in the long run. If you're one to style your hair on a daily basis, that is also a big no-no. Keep your hands out your hair. And here we have tip number 10, trim those ends. Remove them knots, them dusty, split ends. Very important. I dust my ends every 3 months and I major trim once a year. If you want some healthy hair, you got to keep your ends tamed. Tip number 11, avoid harsh ingredients. These are some ingredients that you want to definitely avoid in your products. I always buy trusted natural brands that I know use one of the best, finest ingredients that will benefit my hair in the long term. You have to learn how to read and identify harmful synthetic ingredients that will just ruin your hair, especially over time. Research, and I guarantee you it will make a big difference and not have you wasting your money. Number 12, clean up your diet. Try to incorporate more fresh, whole fruits and veggies into your diet. Remove all the oily and processed foods. Try to eat less sugar and salt. Cut out them soda, them drinks. Those are not good for you in the long term. Try to invest in your food. Read ingredients. If you don't understand it, most likely it's not going to be good for you. And of course, drink your water. Tip number 13, clean up your stash. Along with your diet, your product stash should be cleaned up as well. Remove and get rid of them old products you haven't used in a long time, especially if they're dusty and if they haven't even done anything for your hair. You don't need it. Check the expiration. If it's too old, you don't remember when you bought it, chances are it is expired. Throw them out. If the product used to have a sweet smell and it doesn't have it anymore, it is long gone. You don't need it. Especially if the color is gone, the appearance is looking gloopy, throw them out. Tip number 14, tea rinses. This is a great way to incorporate an extra hydration boost and to balance out the pH on your scalp. And of course, to minimize and to stop the shedding fast. Some of my favorite recipes are black tea, green tea, aloe vera juice, coffee, and even rice water. I like to use them after I deep condition or after shampooing. You can even use it as a pre-poo treatment. Tip number 15, know your hair type. This is key for a good and easy hair journey. You have to know your porosity, density, or even your strand width, so you're not wasting your time or money on products that will not benefit your hair. This is key. I cannot stress this enough. If you want a routine or a regimen, you have to base it off of your porosity, your density, and your strand width. I have fine, high porosity, medium density hair. You need to know what hair type you are dealing with. Last important tip, you must be consistent. Put in work and you'll get them results. This is important. It will not be done without being consistent and having a proper regimen. If your hair is already damaged and you don't even properly wash, moisturize, and seal, your hair is not going to flourish. It's not even going to grow. It's going to keep shedding. You have to wash your hair. You have to deep condition. You have to moisturize and seal your hair properly. And you have to trim and protect your ends. Put in them work and you will get results. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next video.